Hey, stop! This video is going to be about the city of Sonoma, and you just might be looking for some information. In this video, I'm going to go through the northwest part of Sonoma. We're going to look at some houses, some neighborhoods, and I'm going to talk about the culture, the shopping, the fun, the details you just might want to know if you're thinking about moving here. So, hang tight. Get your popcorn, wait for my tip. I give you a great home buying tip at the end of the video, and let's go look at our first neighborhood coming up right now. Are you new to this channel and you want to know what it's like to live, work, eat, and play in Sonoma? Well, this is a channel for you. I put out a new video every single Friday, so hit that subscribe button and you'll get all the new videos. This is Anita Anderson and I'm a local, and I get calls and texts and emails from people like you every single day wondering what it's like to live here, and I love sharing it with you. So hang out here on this channel and we'll have fun, and you'll learn all about the beautiful county of Sonoma and the city of Sonoma. Let's go to the first house. All right, let's look at 624 Oman Springs Circle, a really good example of 1989 homes here on the west side of Sonoma in a little cul-de-sac of about 8 houses. In the middle is the extra kind of visitors parking, and these are all two-story homes. Super nice. This one's on the market for $795,000, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,525 square feet. My apologies for not having video. It didn't work when I took this shot, but I wanted to show you this house, and you'll get a good idea of the houses in this little cul-de-sac. There are handfuls of these cul-de-sacs on the west side of Sonoma, tucked in and amongst the older cottages and homes that I've been presenting to you. So check this out, and then let's go on our driving tour of this neighborhood. So one of the things I really wanted to talk about here at Oman Springs Circle is that it's really close to El Verano Elementary School, and Sonoma High School is down the way. It's the only high school in town, and the shopping is really close too. So Lucky Market, the fruit stand, pharmacies, coffee shops are all 2 seconds down the road. And as you can see, I'm actually out in front of the property right now. There's a cafe here, Creekside Cafe, which is really cute, nice food. There's all kinds of cozy little cafes, restaurants, bars, etc., all kind of in this whole area, which makes it really cute, gives it a lot of character. And if you need to do shopping, like clothing shopping, there's McCullough's is great for the go-to clothing store, but there's Iralde's for men's shoes. There's Chico's in town. There's lots of cute boutiques. There's Parsons Lumber up the street. If you have an older house, it's a True Value hardware store. But there's also Freeman Brothers, which is on the other side of town, but that's kind of the homegrown Sonoma County DIY store, along with the local True Values. So really just getting around town and living life here, and shopping and doing those things is pretty much right at your fingertips. I say pretty much, but it's all right here. You don't have any big box stores in Sonoma at all. That's 15 minutes, 20, 25 minutes away, depending on which direction you want to go, in Petaluma, or even in Rohnert Park. If you love Costco, it's a good 25 minutes away. So no big box stores. Sonoma Market is the local market, but there's 4 grocery stores in this town. So great food, great shopping, great restaurants. I squeeze those into the video too, but I just want you to kind of know kind of the local shopping, get around town stuff is just around the corner. And if you live here, you can walk up there and have breakfast. Now let's go on to house number 2. Okay, so here we are at 385 Walnut Avenue, and it's full of these cute bohemian older homes that people have fixed up. We're going to visit 385 Walnut Avenue. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 1,500 square feet, coming up right here. And it's 1952. Very common in this northwest part of Sonoma. And 1952, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, on sale this summer, 2022, for $998,000. And it's really lovely, and they fixed up this great house next to it, which gives you a good idea of what's going on in this neighborhood. Lots of cute houses. I kind of caught it on a garbage can out day, but they just painted this, put the new fence in, and it looks really cute. And you'll see that all the time on these streets around here. Here's another cute little cottage right here, and it's just lined with them all the way down. Once again, apologies for the garbage can. Anyway, very cute, eclectic, cool neighborhood. Let's go on to the next house, and you can see the neighborhood as we drive through. Let's go. So let's talk about transportation and getting around town, because when you're relocating, maybe you're retired, maybe you're not driving that much anymore, or maybe you're traveling. You want that lock and leave house, really, like you don't really have to take care of it when you're gone, and you want to know you can get to the San Francisco airport or the Oakland airport or the lovely Sonoma County airport, commonly called to locals the Charles Schulz Airport. Well, it's easy. I take the Uber. I love the Uber gods. They have saved a lot of the day, right? It really makes things convenient. So I Uber to Petaluma to the Sonoma Airporter Express. Fantastic coach. It takes you to your terminal at SFO and at Oakland, and you just can't beat it. The round trip's somewhere around $100. If you're going to Santa Rosa Airport from Sonoma, it might cost you $35 for an Uber to get door to door, and it's great. So you don't have to worry about shuttles and things like that. You can do your traveling, shut down your house, and leave here, and it's all good. All right, I do it a lot. I actually live here in Sonoma, just so you'll know. Also, the county bus system takes you to Santa Rosa, the main city in the county, and over to Petaluma. So if you need to do some shopping or you're meeting some friends and you just don't want to drive, you can take a great county bus, and they don't stop a lot because it's basically vineyards along the way. So it's kind of a straight shot into Santa Rosa and to Petaluma. So your transportation is great from this neighborhood. Now let's go look at the next house. Okay, so here we are at house number 3, 948 Solano Avenue. And I'm throwing this into the mix because this is also pretty common in this area. And we are kind of south of Northwest. We're kind of in between. I cast a broad sweeping net to scoop in enough houses here in 2022. But it's still the same neighborhood, the same eclectic feel to it. And once again, apologies, I've got garbage day, and I don't always time that right, but I wanted to put this video in. So this is 948. This is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, going for $1,299,000 here in the summer of 2022. This is a house that's been a rental property. We rented one unit, the main house, for $2,900 and the other for a little bit over $2,400, which is an art studio in the back that has a little extra storage. So this is an income property, and it's pretty big, 3,200 square feet. This is 1989. And you see these throughout all of this area. It is a big rental area. So if you've thought of investing or buying a house and living in it, but renting out the rest, this is a neighborhood where you can find those kind of properties. Anyway, you can see all the little cottages and the little houses, and this was a rental property. It looks beautifully cared for, and just like a nice place. So this is $1,299,000, 5-bedroom, 4-bath income property, but you could live in it and have your renters pay your mortgage, or at least a part of it. So you might want to think about that. So I just wanted to throw that in the mix and kind of give you a good idea of rental property in Sonoma. All right, so let's talk about parks and places you can drive to and seeing the beautiful beauty around Sonoma County. We have great regional parks here. You can hike up to a local park 5 minutes away. I'm kind of looking at the hills over there, and you can see San Francisco. Even on a bad day, you can see San Francisco. It's amazing. So there's lots of hiking and biking here. The local walking trail that takes about 2 hours to walk up and down is very close by. Walking through any part of this northwest flatlands bohemian area part of Sonoma is really great. Interesting and fun because you're looking at cool houses, and there's parks sprinkled throughout as well. Now, a lot of times people ask me, how do I get to the redwood trees? How far is it away to see some of that California beauty? Well, if you were to drive to Jenner or Bodega Bay, it would be about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, depending on if it's a real touristy day. I would give it a good hour and 15 at least. So pack the kids, pack the picnic, and have a good time. To get to Russian River or the redwood trees, same thing, going in a little bit different direction. And there's one road in and out there, so that can be touristy as well, but not all year round, so you kind of have to pick your times. Getting up to Dry Creek and other areas in Healdsburg, a good 40 minutes away, but what a great drive, right? Especially if you're wine tasting or picnicking or going to some of the fancy restaurants up in the Healdsburg area. It's pretty neat. And if you're on your way to San Francisco, you've got a boat and you're gonna go sailing on the San Francisco Bay, 50 minutes to the bridge. And then I don't know if your boat's going out of Sausalito or San Francisco, give it another 15 or 20 to actually get to your boat. But lots of people live here and sail on the bay, so that's been done for hundreds of years here in Sonoma. The sailors love to live in the warmer weather and but sail on the bay, so that's easy peasy, right? Now, I wanted to talk to you about something that's really close to my heart, because a lot of times when you relocate, maybe you have a status change in life, and you don't really know anybody, and you want to get to know people and make friends. Well, Sonoma Valley has their Newcomers Club, which is fantastic. It's $45 a year, and they have groups and activities and things going on all the time, from book clubs to hiking to biking to wining and dining, diners, local restaurants, going on a picnic, taking your coffee and your sandwich and just meeting with 5 or 8 other people. It's about 400 women strong, but it's also accommodates couples very well, and it's just a lot of fun. And you don't have to be retired, and you don't have to be working. You can be just new to Sonoma Valley, and we welcome you. I'm a member, and it's just really lovely. So if you kind of want to know a way to meet the warm and friendly and fuzzy people of Sonoma Valley, check out the Sonoma Valley Newcomers. It's great, and I'll put the link right below. Okay, so here's a what not to do tip, and maybe it's 2 parts, okay? So when you're buying a house, you're renting money, right? You're gonna borrow money from a bank, and they're gonna give you $500,000, $800,000 to buy this house. And you wanna get that rent down on that money, the interest rate down as low as possible. So here's what you don't do. Don't close your credit cards, okay? And pay them down to like a minimum balance. All right, I have a lender that can show you, let's say you had 8 or 10 grand on a credit card. She will show you how to pay it down, I'm gonna make it up, okay, to $2,000 or $3,000 at a strategic time when she's gonna run your credit. All right, and it's gonna give you, you're gonna see the highest credit score that you could possibly have at that moment in time. And that's what we want, the cheapest amount of rent for you borrowing that money. That interest rate has to be low, and that's done with a higher credit score. So don't close any credit cards, pay them down, but don't pay them off. Big deal, because the most expensive part of owning a home is actually the interest on that loan. You probably never thought about that, right? But it's true, it's important. So if you've been carrying a balance but you're thinking about buying a house and you're starting that planning process, don't close your credit cards and get rid of them. Take the plastic out of your pocket, put it in a closet, pay them down strategically, get with my lender. She'll kind of say, okay, if you're going to buy in 6 months, this is how much house you can afford, but you're going to have to pay it down to da-da-da-da-da if you want this mortgage payment. See, there's a lot of strategizing and thinking you got to do. And interest rates and credit cards have a lot to do with it. So I can help you monitor all that. That's your tip for today. So that was fun, right? I mean, you learned a little bit about a new neighborhood in Sonoma. If you're relocating or buying a second house or a first house, I have a great team of people that can help you, even if you're not moving for 6 months, 10 months, or a year away. We understand it takes a lot of filtering, a lot of thinking, and we can put perspective on the schools and the commuting and where things are and the things you kind of might want to know about the culture and the lifestyle. That's what we do, and we love to share it with you. So to get a hold of us, you hit that show more section right below the video, and if you're on a phone, it's the little V over here. Hit that. My contact information is there. It's also on the screen, but my contact information is always below every video in the show more section, and we look forward to talking to you and helping you find a soft place to land here in Sonoma. Now the next video is coming up right there.